I am Dianne Van Giersbergen. You might know me from Xandria, Ex-Libris, or My Precious Metal Jury. But now you're gonna hear all about it in La Magia Absalón. Stay tuned because a lot of cool stuff is coming up.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. We're alive. Hi, Dianne. How are you? It is lovely to see you again.
Likewise. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I will love to work with you again as well.
Yes, I'm looking forward to our chat. I actually remember the last time that I was on, here I go again, La Magia Absalón.
Yeah! Wow, you are incredible. Here we are because your fans asked us to make an interview with you.
I'm so honored.
Yeah, it is not a surprise, as I told you, but it is lovely because I think you are a great singer. Also, I love Ex-Libris, and we mix some questions from your fans, sorry,
Yeah.
and my questions, of course. I will like you to tell us, because I saw this question repeatedly, and it is how the idea of the trilogy arises.
It's quite a long story, actually. The idea was born when I was... oh, you have the time. Okay. Great. No, the idea was born, actually, when I was still in Xandria. I wanted to, revive Ex-Libris. I really missed making music with the boys, and because the music is, well, a little bit different, to say the least, I felt this yearning to go back into progressive metal and, make a new record with my boys. But we were really brainstorming about how can we actually do this, because the schedule that I had with Xandria was so busy that it wouldn't allow me to go into the studio for a full album recording. And then it was through brainstorm, I think, that we came up with the idea to divide one album into 3 chapters. And then, being the nerds we thought, oh, that's such a cool idea, and then the chapters have to intertwine and they have to connect somehow. Brainstorming, it happens that you just get this light bulb idea and everyone goes nuts. That is actually what happened in a restaurant. Great fun for us. I don't know about the other people in the restaurant, but hey. Sometimes that happens. Since our previous album, Medea, also features a female character, so I sing everything from the perspective of a female character, we all felt that worked so great for us that we really had to do that again. So I have always been a huge fan of the story of Anne Boleyn, which ended up to be the first chapter, and then our former keyboard player, Kunstam, he came up with Anastasia Romanova, which at that point I didn't know too much about, so it was great, a new adventure for me to dive into. So then we had England, we had Russia, and it hit us that in the year that we would be releasing the 3rd chapter in the Netherlands, we would be celebrating 75 years of freedom, which is a huge thing. So there could only be one third Anne, and of course it was Anne Frank. And I love that I don't deliver the fans an album like, here you have it, enjoy it and see you in 2 years. But it was like a constant energy span of people engaging and guessing who the next Anne would be. And I love this interaction, and I really felt also, because we did a crowdfunding and everyone was so engaged because of it, that we really created this album together, and it's not ours anymore. It has always belonged to the fans.
And when I listen to the trilogies, well, I in addition to be able to guide myself in the history of the characters, But their experiences, because you tell everything in the music and in the lyrics, I can also realize that there is an interpretation of the character in the acting level. So, do you have or you receive any training as an actress?
Yeah, well, yes, well, not as an like solo actress, but of course I studied classical music. I did my bachelor and my master course in classical singing, and in that education you also get opera. So that means also being on stage, the whole theatrical thing. I did some extra lessons in musical theater.
Okay.
And you know, so many people now tell me that my singing and my storytelling really it hits them, and it goes right into their heart.
Yeah.
And that's such a big compliment, you know, because it's in the studio, it's just me trying. I'm really feeling those emotions, but they do have to come across, and apparently they did, and I'm so happy about that.
When you have an actress work, you have to know your character, and also when the album is already done, you have to say goodbye to that characters. Did that? It's in.
I don't know what you mean. It's really hurtful.
Yeah, I want to ask you that.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
I love this question. It's a good one. How was it for me? I think that at certain moments they do rise up again. You know, they're still with me whenever I encounter something that they sort of encounter as well. And sometimes other members would come up to me and say, hey, you know, in the next chapter this and this will happen. And I was like, no, I don't want to hear it yet, because they cannot blend. My research has always been really pure, about one person, one focus, which also meant that continuing from chapter 2 to chapter 1, I had to say goodbye to chapter 1, while I wasn't really ready to let it go. Yeah, I think my moment of letting go of Anne and feeling that it's okay. I've tried to honor her. I hope that worked, and this is what I try to contribute to her memory, was when I was actually standing on the place in the Tower of London in London where she was beheaded. And I stood there and I closed my eyes, and you know, there were a lot of people around me, but and it was great because I listened to, I get too. I listened to the music, to the chapter that we devoted to her standing on that very spot, and I could feel kind of a full circle, you know, getting to know her, coming to her last moments in life, standing there where she laid her life down, and bringing my music to her. That, of course, she never knew that I would do that.
We never knew.
There's no way of letting her know that I did that, but still it felt like I tried to do you justice, and this is what I could do.
Oh my God, you're the one with chills. I am the one with tears.
Oh no!
It is the deep connection that you had with them.
Help me with is coping with grief.
Okay.
For example, and I don't think I've ever told anyone this, but for me, the miscarriage, so the second song from Anne Boleyn,
See? Yes.
which is obviously about losing a child,
And
for me, being in a band creating music is also like creating something new, creating a child, or you know, that something new is born.
it's your baby. Yeah.
It was, so my music with Columbia, it truly felt like babies, and I had to say goodbye to all of that. So if you have the very last part in the miscarriage, the part where I sing, "Oh, you traitor," well, guess of whom I was thinking there.
Oh my God, this is going to be a hit. We have our first fan question. Okay? This comes from Karen Cárdenas. Okay? She says, thanks, Dianne, for your closeness and love to your fans, since you always try to respond to their message we leave you on your social networks. Personally, my questions are, these are two. What is your favorite Ex-Libris song so far? And what is your best emotional state to compose? And your favorite place?
Wow. Well, first of all, thanks so much for being on my social channels. I told you up front, I invest a lot of time talking to my fans. I love to connect with them, and without fans, there would be no reason for me to make music. So, yeah, I love that. I love spending time with them. So then about the questions, where do I compose? I think it's everywhere. Sometimes a melody just comes to me, or a topic just comes to me, so it might be a very spontaneous moment, but it also might be me sitting myself down behind the piano and saying, okay, now you have a deadline, young lady. Now you really have to do something.
Okay, thank you.
And then there was one question more that I didn't remember.
Don't worry.
Sorry for not remembering your first question, Karen.
The first question from Karen, it was, what is your favorite Ex-Libris song so far?
Yeah. Well, it's a really hard question, because if you have 3 children, and I would ask you which one is your favorite one. Are you able to choose?
Don't lie, there's always a favorite one. Okay, this comes from Rafael Ortega. Oh no, I am skipping one. I am skipping one. Sorry. It's Paredes. First of all, thanks for doing this. Get a hug from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. I would like you to send a greeting for me. My name is It's Paredes.
Oh my god! Why isn't he named Fred? That would be so much easier to pronounce. Would like to thank... I didn't go again. I would like to thank It's Paredes, and I'm sorry if I got your name wrong, but if I did try pronouncing mine, I would like to thank you so much for your support and your love.
Okay, and her question is, which singer would you like to collaborate with for an Ex-Libris song?
For Ex-Libris song, that's an interesting addition.
Yeah.
Well, because then there are a lot of good singers, especially in the metal world. But for Ex-Libris, I would really need to have a singer who is versatile and who can do many things with his or her voice. And then I think Florianse would be a great fit, because she can do the opera as well as the belt, as well as the soft voice. She's very versatile. I think Marcela Bovio is as well.
Okay, good choices. Yeah, good choices.
Thank you.
Now the question from Rafael Ortega. What do you think of Mexican public, and would you like to return to Mexico with, of course, Ex-Libris?
I would love that. Yes, very much so, because I would love to show my Ex-Libris boys how, in a very positive way, crazy the Mexican people are. And it's a very positive thing, because I've been on stage in Mexico during a Examblia concert, and I wear earplugs, which are really good. And if I wear those earplugs, like if I put them in now, I wouldn't hear anything at all. But the Mexican crowd was so loud that I was like, oh my god, they're coming through my earplugs. and I heard you louder than I heard myself sing through the mic, which is directly connected to my in-ears, which is crazy, but I love that there is such enthusiasm that you, and I must say, it is a thing in the whole of Latin America. People are just so willing to party, and I love that.
Yeah, we're ready to rock on every time you need it.
Yeah, but I really, I'm still amazed by it. Can you tell? Because in Europe, but especially in the Netherlands, maybe the last song people tend to loosen up a little bit and go along. And with you, it's like I walk on stage and it's bam, it's on. You're there.
Yeah. This is our way to say, welcome to Latin America, girl.
I love that.
This come from Emmanuel Hernandez.
Emmanuel Hernandez.
Yeah. Hey, got it. What are the daily cares for your voice or habits to maintain that extraordinary level when singing?
Well, first off, thank you for saying that. That's a huge compliment. Well, daily routines. Sleep is very important. Eating healthy, staying healthy, very important. Hydration, very important. And no smoking.
Please.
So, yeah. But the most important lesson about singing professionally or singing at a very high level is that your voice is always with you, and you always have to take care with what you do.
Okay. Juan Gabriel now.
Juan Gabriel.
Yeah.
I'm getting the hang of this.
You're very good at it. You're getting... I think I am... The next interview is going to be phrases in Spanish. That it is...
Level up.
Of course, we have to have a little fun, don't you think?
Sí.
Bien. And also, this is related with the next question. Okay. Will you sing to us in Spanish someday? Do you sing?
Oh, God. Well, when I studied classical music, I, of course, had to sing in a lot of languages. So I sang in Italian, German, French, Russian, even some Czech, and one time I even tried Chinese. So if I put my mind to it, of course, I can study a Spanish song and I can sing it for you, yeah.
This question is from Karen Mendoza, who is a vocalist of a Mexican symphonic metal band called Ariem, right? And she asked, what advice would you give young artists on the symphonic metal scene?
That's a very wide question, because which topic should I be advising on?
I don't know.
So much.
I know.
Well, I think the most important thing is that what I said earlier on is always stay true to who you are. If you don't like the music that you create, then your fans won't, because it will be fake. That's advice number one. As a vocalist, I would like to advise her that you are the only one who can decide what is good for your voice and what is not. And the further you get in your career, the more people will try to advise you to do this or to do that. But in the end, you are the only one who can really tell if that is okay or if things go too far. And if things go too far, you have to be honest and say, I cannot do this.
Irma Flores asks, how do you combine the idea of jewelry and being a metal singer?
Well, actually, I already before I came up with my precious metal jewelry. I was in a band. I was first in Ex-Libris, then later Canción. And I created jewelry, but I didn't mix the two. And at a certain point, I was looking for a way to mix the two because I've created so much jewelry that I had like 200 pairs of earrings, and I was like, okay, I can be serious now. You cannot wear all of them, and you might even be able to make some other people happy with it. Because especially the big statement pieces that I create, a lot of people were asking, where did you get them? And I was making them myself. But before I would start up a business, I thought, okay, but I have to do it properly. And since I am a singer in metal music, I wanted to find a combination to make my jewelry a little bit more metal. So it's very easy. I was in the backstage where I saw the guitar players throwing away their strings, their old strings, and it really just hit me like, that's what I need to do, because this material that they're throwing away has a story. You know, I'm a true storyteller.
So that is why you have the metal stringers right behind you.
Yeah, I have a lot of jars here from various bands, and that's not even all I have, because I have a big cabinet on my left, and it's full of strings.
Wow.
I have famous bands, but I also have upcoming bands, and the cool thing is that I create jewelry with their strings and with their symbols, and then whenever I post something, I tag the band whose material it is, so people can listen to and support the band that they are actually wearing.
How can we get some of your precious metal jewelry in here?
Well, it's very simple. I sell them through my Facebook page, so I don't have a web shop. I have a Facebook page, and it's facebook.com/preciousmetaljewelry. And then the fun begins, because what you need to do is scroll down my timeline or go to the photo albums, the ones that say for sale. And then if you see an item which you like, and if it's still available, the only thing you need to do is post sold, and then I will send you a message, and you and me will chat in a private chat. And I'll tell you all about how I will ship it out, what my options are. If you want a bracelet, you know, like this one, then I can adjust it to your custom size, because we're all different. So I want my customers to wear jewelry that actually fits them, and I don't charge extra for making it tiny or for making it bigger.
Thank you so much for your time, and see you later, maybe. Hope so.
Yeah, cool. Thank you so much for all these questions. I love chatting to you, and